On, everybody? Welcome back. It has been a long-awaited new episode of the Random Podcast. Um, I'm in a good mood right now because the Vikings won, the Packers
Yeah.
lost, and if you couldn't tell, I'm pretty serious about this. But Armand and I didn't do very much talking off camera because if that was the case, I think we would have had an hour of off camera talk and an hour of talking
Yeah.
normally. So, because of some time
Probably.
constraints we have, yeah, but I don't know. Do you want to say anything with our return to the channel?
Um, Sorry it took so long, bruh. Like for real. If you guys don't know, Braden stayed home for college, but
Yep.
I moved to Arizona. And so our time difference is a little wonky. You know, Braden's still working and then obviously our school schedules and everything like that. So we've been trying to find time to kind of figure this stuff out. But I think now that we have more or less like an idea, I think we could do one a month or maybe two a month. You know, we'll get into a rhythm or so, and then start to record more. But I guess that kind of brings us into this episode. We decided beforehand that our topic is just gonna be college because we haven't really caught up together. So we figured we'd kind of just talk story, tell each other how it's been going with everything with college, and then that way you guys can kind of see like how he's been doing with UH and then how I'm doing here at Riddle. And so that'll be fun. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm. Let's just get straight into it. And you know what? This
let's do it,
channel
bro.
really is for all of our close friends, really. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. I know Tyler's probably gonna watch all 3 hours of this episode, at like
Bro, for
two
real.
o'clock in the
Are
morning.
we doing
So,
this for 3 hours?
well, I remember last time he watched a pretty long episode. So, yeah.
Yeah, for
Okay.
real. And then
Well,
Aiden and Joey too.
yes, of course. Yeah. Shout out to everyone who's watching the video. It
Hell
it's
yeah,
been too
bro.
long. I mean, Armand and I obviously have been talking a little bit. I know
Yeah,
most of it is just us
just
sending
over
Family
text
Guy
and
posts
stuff.
to each other, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like he said, we are still, being productive, really busy. But
Hmm.
okay, here we'll start off. We'll start off with you, okay? Since you moved, probably a little
Okay.
bit more exciting. Like, what's what's standing out? What's the best part?
I mean, well, so okay, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm studying in Arizona at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Prescott. And so I'm kind of in this little small town. It's pretty nice. I'm digging the country vibe. You know, I went out and bought boots, and so I have cowboy boots now. Like I went and grabbed those. I've been rocking jeans and boots almost every day, and I'm wearing flannel as you can see. It's been cold out. But I'm really digging it here. I like I really enjoy the weather and stuff. It's been cooler, so that's been nice. I mean, with school, I mean, school is school, right? But it's fun. I'm having a good time here. I'm in a couple of different clubs, like a lot of academic clubs, but then also some fun ones. I started I started a beard club. So
Yeah.
I'm the president of the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Prescott Campus Beard Club. And then I'm the vice president of the Embry Riddle Billiards Club. And so we've been playing pool a lot. I actually bought my own cue stick. So I have one back home and then one here now.
Nice.
So I bought my own cue.
Nice. That's a nice one.
So I've been getting into it. Yeah, it's been good, doing that. And then I have the way my dorm setup works, there's six of us in one dorm. But we have it's like an apartment thing, and so there's two of us in each room. So my roommate's actually back home for the weekend because it's fall break. So he'll come back in like 2 hours or so. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty dope. I definitely miss home. I miss the boys. But it is what it is. I'll see you guys like Christmas time, maybe Thanksgiving. I'm trying to figure out if I can come home or not. But for sure in the wintertime. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just been it's been cool.
Yeah.
As you can see, like our room setup is kind of like a little wonky, but I cut up like a FedEx box and then I just duct taped that shit to the wall and then I put like strips on it to make my hat rack. So it's hella
Oh, I
ghetto,
see it.
but it's literally like a FedEx box, bro, that I just cut into pieces. I was on the phone with my mom, and so I was just like chopping away with my knife. She was like, "What the hell is that squeaking?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm making a hat
It
rack." She
works.
was like,
It
"Okay."
works.
Yeah, bro, for real. It's so
No,
dumb.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even notice it until you just pointed it out. So I think you did a good
Yeah.
job on that.
So it's just a cardboard box with duct tape. It's nice. The hats kind of cover it up though a little bit, so it's not too bad.
Oh man.
What
Well,
about you, man?
yeah, I'm gonna try and talk about everything that you talked about if I can even remember. But you're talking about the weather. You know how the weather's like over here.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's pretty damn hot. So when
Yeah.
I get to school, it's straight to the classroom, right? And then when I'm not in class, which is for about an hour in my 4 hour day, we are sitting in the shade the entire time. I do as
Nice.
little walking as possible because it is
Yeah.
still as hell and it is hot. It is very, very hot. So, yes, minimize the amount of walking I do and maximize the amount of time I'm
Yo.
in the shade. Um, in terms of things that I'm doing outside of class, obviously, like you mentioned, still doing work. Um, there might be a little bit of a curveball with the movies. I'm not sure yet.
Oh.
I have to see how things, uh, you know, go on from here. I'm not gonna say specifically
Okay.
what, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But and then also I have the internship thing going on right now with the
Yeah.
university, right? Running social
Mm-hmm.
media for the football team, which we won yesterday too. So what a great
Yep.
weekend for football, and also like Alabama lost as well. When Alabama loses, America wins.
Yeah.
But that's their
Dude, for
second
real.
win in 7 games this year. So it's great to see them win in dominant fashion. Look, I love football
Yep.
if you couldn't tell, but that's going
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
I got
Yep.
word that potentially might start basketball in a couple of weeks, so
Oh,
that's really
okay.
exciting. I'm gonna be doing coverage for the women's basketball team, who were the Big West champions last year.
Right.
So gonna be covering a pretty good team. So I'm pretty excited
That's
for all
dope.
of that. Yeah. Obviously I'm not dorming, still at home, but
Uh-huh.
considering that you have AC in your dorm, I mean that just makes
Yeah.
it a million times better than what we have in our school. I'm not even gonna back it up because the buildings from
Yeah.
the outside are run down, the buildings from the inside are run down, and I heard it's very very hot, and everyone has multiple fans. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's definitely like the dorms here, they're old. Like the building I'm in right now is like it's hella old. This thing was around in the 50s.
I mean, but okay, but look at
Like
look at
these same dorms.
yeah, but like your interior at least. I mean, it looks like it's been like well kept. Like you know what I mean? Like they've been taking
Yeah.
care of it.
Fresh paint.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
I
Yeah.
you'd be surprised that takes it a long way. I think.
No, for real.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Here. I have a question for you because obviously I can't
What's up?
relate to this, but like it seems like, I mean, from the way that you've been talking to all of us, it seems like you've been pretty comfortable being there on your own. Like, I mean, do you feel like, I mean, I'm sure you feel homesick in some sort of way, but I mean, it seems like you're
I
really
mean,
embracing it, dude.
yeah, yeah. I d- yeah, I'm definitely a little homesick. You know, I miss my mom, I miss my dad, my brother, and then of course, like I said, I miss the guys, right? So I miss hanging out, and I miss having a car. That is one thing. So I didn't bring a
Oh,
car up here, and so I haven't been driving, but my roommates have cars, and so it's we go out and stuff. I get along pretty well with all my roommates, and so there's no issues there. But I think it's been one of those like I call my mom every day. And so I'm always on the
that's
phone
nice.
and then I'm texting my family and then I text you guys on the group chat and individually sometimes. And so I guess it's more like I don't know. I don't miss Hawaii so much. Like I definitely I miss hitting the beach, bro. I miss the
Oh, of
beach.
course.
Uh, but I don't miss the weather. I definitely
I
like this more. And then like we've got a nice little I mean, you think of Arizona and you think of just rocks, right? And that's most of campus. But then we've also got this one area that's actually like right outside my window, probably 50 feet that way. I'm on the second floor, but it's down that way. And we have this massive grassy patch that we sit down and picnic and stuff in there. So that's kind of nice. And then we've got a bunch of trees, and so we all set up our hammocks and we do
Oh,
that. But because
nice.
it's cooler, it's pretty nice. And so I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I've only been here for what, a month and a half now, I think. And so it's still kind of like, oh, everything's new. I'm really
Yeah.
really hyped about the new experiences and stuff. Um So we'll see. Maybe 3 months in, I'm like, oh, I really miss home. But so far, I'm okay. Yeah.
And by then you'll already be coming back, for winter break.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'll be back anyway for Christmas, and then like I said, I'm trying to come back for Thanksgiving. But Christmas for sure, I'll be back on island. I come back like the 17th or something like that. So I'll have to text you
okay,
guys, and I'll send you guys my dates once I have the my flights.
of course,
I'm probably gonna book those like today or tomorrow
nice.
and get everything done. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I don't know, man. It's
it's
pretty dope.
yeah, it's been pretty hard to like just like hang out with people, like especially
Yeah.
like because like for the most part I've been hanging out with Dylan and Kevy, and that's mainly due
Mhm.
to the fact that all of us go to the same school, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone else that's still here, it's like I haven't seen them, to be quite honest. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not
And I
a
feel like
huge
everyone
shocker,
left
right?
too.
No, yeah, definitely, yes, everyone did pretty much leave, so it's not really a
Yeah.
shocker. But yeah, that's what it is. And
Yeah.
I will tell you this: commuting every day, it does make it very difficult to make new friends. I It's not like I don't talk to
Yeah.
people at school, because I definitely have people in my classes
Right,
that I
right.
talk to, but to make like real friendships, which takes time outside of the classroom, is nearly impossible, because
Yeah.
we get to school late, and of course we wake up any earlier. You know how the traffic is in the morning. You know how the traffic is once it hits
Well,
three
yeah.
o'clock. And lucky for us, our class ends at 2:20, so we bolt it and we get out of
Oh,
there,
nice.
right? So
Yeah, before rush hour.
it's really
Right.
not worth staying later, going any sooner. And so
Yeah.
it really is hard to make friends. So I'm just glad that I have at least a handful of people that I already know that I can hang
Yeah.
out with. And I've tried to make friends, but again, like I said, we only got one opportunity to stay really late one time, and that's all we really got.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It really is tough, but I mean,
Yeah. And it's tough only seeing people in class too. I know what you mean.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that is difficult. I will say for the friends scene kind of I mean, obviously I'm living on campus and so it's a lot easier for me because I'm living with these people. It's not just classes. And so we've got a pretty like I said, there's 6 of us in this dorm. And so just in sheer numbers, we have a lot because then everybody brings like 1 or 2 people in.
Right.
And so like we like to do on Sundays we watch the games. So obviously, right, I'm a big Broncos fan. And
That's
then
tough.
one of my roommates is from Colorado. He's a huge Broncos fan. And so he's got a buddy from high school in like another dorm who comes over, and then like my RA is a Broncos fan. And so my RA spends time like he comes in and just sits, so we have a TV in our lounge and we just kind of set it up. And so we've been doing like movie nights and stuff, and so that's kind of helped. So we've made some friends that way. And then my major's pretty small. There are 9 of us in the freshman class.
Nice.
Um, who are actually studying ABA, and so it's we kind of stick together just because there's so little of us. Um, and so it's one of those things. A lot of us have classes together
Oh,
because we're
that's
all studying the
good.
same stuff, and so we just keep seeing people, and it's like, oh, I know you, and so yeah, we do that, and then the clubs and stuff too because I'm in the like I said, beard club and then billiards club are the fun ones. Those are like my social clubs.
Yeah,
And then I have like a bunch of like business clubs that I'm in to try and just, network and talk to people and stuff.
for sure.
But yeah, I think next year though, I'm looking at maybe moving off campus if I don't become an RA.
Mm.
But we'll see. That's like way in the future. I'll figure that out when I have to. I don't feel like dealing with that right now. Like that's so much work and energy. Because then if I move off campus, I got to get a car, and then I got to worry about like paying rent and stuff. And
Of
so it's just
course.
I might just stay here just because it's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you're getting food a part of the whole plan too, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah. So I got a meal plan. The way it works on campus is we have like a dining hall, and then we have a restaurant. Um, so we've got like 3 places kind of that you can eat. We have it's a flight school. And so the first one is our dining hall is Earhart's, named after Amelia Earhart. And so we that one, you can go in and eat. It's like a buffet style kind of thing. Not gonna lie, the food is shit. So we all call it Air Sharts. And so we pretty much eat there for breakfast, and that's it, because the only thing they can do right is omelets. And so lunch and dinner, we don't actually eat over there.
Oh
We go down
damn!
to the other restaurant on campus. It's called Wow.
Wow.
And so we eat, yeah, wow. So we eat over there. And that's better food. It's still like but it's better food. And then they have a deli place like right next to Wow. It's called Rocket Deli, where they do like it's almost like a Subway kind of thing. You
Oh, I
just go
see.
up there, you tell them what you want on your sandwich, and they go through and do it. Um, so the food is, I mean, it's it could definitely be better. Not gonna lie, it could definitely be better. So we eat a lot off campus, bro. I've been hitting up like Trader Joe's and
Oh hell
Chick-fil-A,
yeah,
dude.
dude.
All the food that we don't
Oh,
have on the islands,
hey, speaking
bro.
of which, I
All that
actually
stuff.
when I went on my trip to Minnesota, I had Chick-fil-A for the
Oh, that's
first
right.
time. It was a, okay, wait,
You had what for the first time?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
your first time?
that was my first time. Okay, wait.
Oh,
So I had this entire discussion with Dylan, okay, and
okay,
he's getting the wrong impression because he thinks that I just don't like Chick-fil-A straight up. But like,
okay,
okay, I'm gonna be completely honest, okay? This is a
yeah,
very hot take, okay? But I do not like the sauce.
okay.
Like it's not like I don't like
Which
it.
sauce?
The Chick-fil-A sauce. Where like I won't use it.
Oh,
I used all of it, but it's not something that like
yeah.
I'm going for again. And like maybe
Okay.
maybe the place that I had it was just off, and this is at the Mall of America. Maybe it was just off or something.
Right.
But it low-key tastes like honey mustard.
Mm. Oh yeah, it's kind of similar to
Right?
honey mustard.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that.
Yes.
I really like the sauce,
Right.
but
No, because
I agree that it's very similar.
okay, I don't
Yeah.
I don't know if Dylan's watching up until this point, but I'm glad that I have you here to say that like cuz like I know I'm not off, okay? I know that my tongue is not
No, I
broken.
get what you mean. I get
It
what you mean.
does
Yeah,
taste
yeah.
like not it's not exactly, but it does like,
It's similar.
it is similar.
Yeah. I think it's like more mayo-y than honey
Oh yeah,
mustard,
yeah.
but yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, but to point out how much I do like it, we were at Walmart and they sell
Oh
Chick-fil-A
yeah,
sauce in a bottle.
yeah.
It's that big. So we picked one up. So we have that in our fridge right
No,
now.
I
And so
I
every
know
time
that
we
it's a
bring
really popular
food,
thing. Yeah.
we do the same shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we get that. I really like the I like the Chick-fil-A sauce a lot. That's my favorite one.
Mhm.
But then I really like the Polynesian too. So I don't know if you tried that while
Oh,
you
I
were over
see.
there.
I didn't
But
know.
yeah, next time you get off island, um the Polynesian sauce is pretty good too.
Yeah,
I like that.
Chick-fil-A is like not like a place where it's like I don't want to go there again because like the quality is much better than almost every other
Oh
fast
yeah.
food place, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's all just done right. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And it's simple too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like I'm not comparing it to Raising Cane's, but they're strictly pretty much just chicken, and it works.
Yeah.
And I had like the
Mhm.
mac and cheese as well, which I thought was really good.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know, the cheese is stringy. Okay, that's what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had the lemonade as well, bomb as hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Hell
just
yeah, bro.
yeah. Honestly, I, when I told Dylan this, he was like, "You're just trying to be different." I was like, "Dude, I am not trying to be different. Like, I just like I'm just like not a huge fan of it. You know what I mean?" And like he
Yeah.
told me
No,
that I
that's
was
fair.
going
That's
in. He
fair.
told me I was going in with too much expectations, but I was like, "No, I don't really like it that much." Like, you
I'll
know?
tell you. Okay, I got a hot take.
Okay, let's
I
hear
don't
it.
like
Let's hear it.
In-N-Out.
Oh, like at all?
I don't like In-N-Out. I mean, I'll eat it,
Yeah.
but the fries are ass because
Fries
they
are
don't come
ass.
salted, right? You gotta
Yeah.
salt it yourself.
Yeah.
But it's one of the like. Okay, the thing with In-N-Out, I think coming from the islands, if you're watching from the mainland, and you like In-N-Out is just In-N-Out. If you're coming from the islands, it's like the place of gods.
Yeah.
It's so overhyped.
No,
And
seriously.
frankly, I mean, for the same price, I'd much rather get a Big Mac. Not gonna lie.
I agree.
Because then the fries are I'll go to Wendy's and get a Baconator. Then the fries are so much better. You go to McDonald's, the fries are better, and you get a good burger with it. You can go to Burger King and get a Whopper, and then it's even better. Like you can go almost I don't know. It's just I feel like it's so overhyped for just a mid burger, bro. It's like, don't get me wrong, I'll eat it if it's the only thing I've got.
Yeah.
Or like I'll eat it if it's the only fast food. If I'm really craving a burger and it's the closest thing, yeah, I'll go eat there. I've eaten there probably 3 times in the past month just because we got one right next to the Walmart.
Hmm.
And so, I'll eat there. It's just that I don't know, bro.
No,
It's
I
so
agree with you.
overhyped,
I
dude.
agree.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I like, for me, I choose, and this is for almost everything, I choose not to hop on that bandwagon until I experience it myself. Like,
Yeah,
and look,
yeah.
maybe some of y'all are listening to this and you're like, okay, this dude's just straight up a hater because he just don't want to join the bandwagon for the sake of not. Okay, another place that's really hyped, and there are places around here now. Krispy Kreme, like they did not have that in Hawaii
Oh,
for the longest time. It's here. I
yep.
love that place, and that place was really
Oh,
hyped
they
for
have
it
a
too.
Krispy Kreme on
Not in
Island now?
Oahu. I know it's in Maui, but I know a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah, yeah,
bring it
okay.
over that way. But it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
dude, that place is really good, and that place is really hyped, and it lives up to the hype. So
Yeah.
I'm not a hater, I swear. I'm only a hater of the
That's
pre-made
fair. That's
packaged.
fair.
That's it. But yeah, yeah.
I still like Dunkin' Donuts more than Krispy Kreme though. But that's only because Dunkin' has like all the different flavors where Krispy
Oh, I
Kreme is kind
see.
of just, it's glazed. Is
Yeah,
That's what you're gonna get when you go over there. It's one of
for
the. I
sure.
think they have other flavors available, but their glazed is so good.
Oh
So if
yeah.
I want a glazed donut, Krispy Kreme is great. But like if I want something chocolatey or anything else, blueberry, sour cream, whatever, Dunkin' Donuts is top tier.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah,
I also,
yeah.
can you hear someone cutting the grass, like in my background? No.
No, not really.
Okay,
All
good.
good.
That means that the mic is working very, very well. It's picking up
Yeah,
what wants
I was gonna
or what
say.
needs to be heard. Eh,
Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, Braden got a new mic, so
I
now we
know.
both have like actual mics. It's not just our headsets, and it's not just like the computer mic. We're real podcasters now. This is we we've evolved. We're real YouTubers
And as
now
you
that we have the microphones.
as you say that we're real podcasters now, my computer just put up a notification right in front of the screen and blocked everything. So perfect timing
Oh,
on
nice.
that.
Yeah, as it should, just to show that we're legit. That's awesome.
Oh man.
Really,
Yo, I'm serious. It like popped up on the entire screen.
bruh.
Oh man. Oh, actually, here another thing that
Okay.
I wanted to talk to you. This is what we do. So like off camera, we'll do a lot of just like regular talking because we're normal people, obviously, and we'll
Yeah.
listen to a lot of music. So obviously, I'm not gonna bring music
Yes.
into or play actual songs on here. But one thing that we can talk about that we've done in the past is Star Wars, and I haven't got to talk to you about Andor yet since it came out.
I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched it.
I know they're on
Any
like episode
episodes?
6, and I haven't seen any of it.
Okay, I know that once you start, you're gonna start binge watching it. But oh my
Probably.
goodness, I mean, this is like, look, I'm very like very like passionate about this like rivalry, and I don't know much about Marvel, okay? But in terms of the shows, like right now with Andor, Star Wars is blowing it out of the park compared to what Marvel has done recently. Um,
Oh,
dude,
okay.
this show, the quality, the production, everything is just fantastic. And
Okay.
you can like it's really weird because you would think that they would put this much time and effort into Kenobi, but they
Right.
chose to put it into
Well, I was just
Andor.
about to ask that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if
So,
you had to compare Andor to another show in Star Wars, is it more like Kenobi, or are we talking like Mandalorian level?
oh, it's
Is it
Mandalorian
that good?
level.
Because I know you're like a
Okay,
huge Mandalorian guy.
no, definitely. I still think Mandalorian is number 1. Don't get me wrong. But
Okay.
number
But Andor's a
but
close second
Andor
kind of thing?
is number like Kenobi was great, but like there were some things where you could tell like okay, they're working on a budget type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that
I got you. I
and
got you.
that's okay because I mean, at least we're getting these shows. I'm just trying to be optimistic and see the
Yeah.
light in all of this. But
Mhm.
what Andor is doing, and it's kind of unfortunate because I know a lot of people aren't really as invested into this as much as they were to Kenobi, obviously because of the name. But
Right,
if
right.
people get around to this show, oh my goodness! I mean, you talk about
Really?
yeah, I'm being serious. I mean, out of the 4
Okay.
movies that Disney has made, I think we can all agree that Rogue One was probably the best. It was better than any of the sequel movies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they have to live up to that standard, and Andor is living up to the standard of Rogue One. So I think that this has just been phenomenal so far.
Oh,
I
okay.
I was excited
And
to
because
talk
this
about this.
one's
I
a
thought you
it's a
watched.
prequel, right?
Yeah, it is a prequel.
Nah,
It is a
dude, I
prequel to
well,
Rogue
so
One.
we just kind of hang out like every
No,
night,
that's great though.
essentially
That's great.
with the little free time I have, instead of watching TV, I've been writing music and doing songs and stuff like
Oh,
that
I
because I
see.
just don't have that much time. Yeah. And so I've had to like reprioritize kind of. So I haven't been able to watch much TV, but
Yeah.
that's definitely on the list. And so I'm trying to get that. Um I was trying to do it this weekend and then I downloaded like some new software for making music. And so I've been kind of messing around with that to try and like learn how to use it. And so I ended up doing that. And then I was down in Phoenix on Thursday for like the whole day. And so we've just been kind of going out a lot.
That's good,
So
man.
I haven't had
That's
enough
good.
time to actually watch, bro.
No,
But
that's
I gotta get caught up because I think that's the only thing I haven't seen in like
yeah.
the entire Star Wars universe. I'm pretty sure this
That's
is it
yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I think
because I'm caught up with everything else.
right. Yeah, it is certainly a lot to keep up with. For me, it it
Yeah.
it works a little different cuz you know that it releases earlier here, technically the same time for
Oh
every
right. What
right?
is it? 10 o'clock,
But
right?
yeah. And so what
Yeah.
happens is I work on Tuesday nights, and so after I'm done with work, I just put it on while I'm eating dinner after I'm done with work. So that's
Oh,
my little
makes
time,
sense.
but I totally understand you
Yeah.
wanting to be productive and having a social life as well. I mean, it's yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I think you're getting a little bit more done than I am, because I mean
Mm,
not
maybe, but I
only
don't know.
because you're out of the state, but I mean like, when you're at home,
Yeah.
I think you kind of chill out a little more, you know what I mean?
Oh, for real, bro, for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've just been partying a lot. Not like partying,
Yeah, I know what
I
you
will
mean.
say Embry Riddle is not an ASU school. Like we're not partying like that. So when I say partying, it's more like, we sit in the lounge and we watch TV or we'll put, we play we do a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
board game
vibing.
nights. Yeah, it's like a lot of board game nights where, we'll throw on a speaker in the background. Um just kind of, play some tunes. The nice thing, everybody here likes country. And so I get to play my country music with everybody. Like the boys back home, I'm pretty sure like you and I are the only ones who actually like country.
Yeah.
Aiden maybe a little bit,
Yeah.
but like the other guys not so much. So I just get to pound out country while I'm here. And so it's really nice. And then I've been playing like, dude, I play probably an hour or two of pool every day because in our dorm, on our building, the bottom floor has a lounge with a pool table,
Mm.
and it's right underneath my dorm. And so like we're on the edge of the building, our little apartment suite thing, and right underneath us is the lounge. And so in there we've got couches, we've got like tables and stuff, and then we have our pool table. And so I head down there with the roommates and I got a couple other buddies around campus who all like we all just meet up there and we'll play 2 hours of pool. And so bro, the thing we've been doing a lot instead of listening to music, we put on a podcast. We put on Bill Burr's podcast.
Oh, nice.
And we just listen to him rant for like 2 hours where he's just talking about like liberals and fat people. And it's the funniest thing to just listen to because he gets so hyped up and he does the podcast on his own. So there's no one else with him. It's just him talking to the computer. Literally, it's the most entertaining thing. I think it's called the Monday Night Podcast or something like that. If you guys enjoy comedy, check out the Monday Night Podcast. I think it's on
Yeah, Bill Burr
Spotify
is
and
good.
YouTube and that kind of stuff. Bill Burr is funny. I mean, it's definitely not stuff for the faint of heart though. So, if you like that if you like the kind of comedy where, he'll offend pretty much everybody, then watch that kind of stuff. It's a fun podcast to listen to. But we've been doing that a lot. And so that's taking up a ton of my time too. And then of course homework. I
Oh,
spend a
yeah.
lot of time on homework.
Yeah.
But I actually, when we're done with this video, so I have a lab at 5 o'clock from 5 to 7, and then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 9 to 12. And then I have a lab at 12 to 2. And then I have a lab at 2 to 4. And then I have a lab at 4 to 6. And then I have a lab at 6 to 7. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. And then I have a lab at 7 to 9. and then I have another one from 7 to 9
Wait,
back to back
today?
for intelligence stuff. Yeah, on Sunday.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Well, the option was either today or Saturday, yesterday.
Oh,
And so I was doing stuff yesterday, and then I posted the video yesterday. I was doing a lot of YouTube stuff, and I've been going through. I gotta make a banner for my channel because I've just been procrastinating on that, and then I have some stuff I gotta do for Beard Club, kind of get that up there. Oh, you know what? I'll put the in the channel description. I'll put the @ so that you guys can follow the Beard Club stuff. It's pretty fun. I just posted the first thing today. It's a picture of me wearing like red flannel and jeans, and I just got this Dr. Squatch
the
soap,
Dr.
bro.
Squatch. Yeah.
It's so nice, dude. It's so good. I love it. And so I
That's
took a
funny.
picture of me holding the box. And I was like, the president uses Dr. Squatch. I'm trying to get that sponsorship, bro. Trying to
That's
get that
funny.
funding. Yeah, dude. So we'll put it in the in the description. But yes.
Speaking of Dr. Squatch, my brother's been getting those like those bars lately, or they're not
Oh,
really
for
bars,
real?
they're really just squares. But
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
dude, for whatever reason, he likes to use the black one, and that thing stains. Or, like it
The
doesn't like
bu-
stain, but like
Oh, for real?
yeah, the bathtub is black. So that soap,
What?
yes, like
Mine is brown. I got the it's like a bourbon
mm,
one. Yeah, it's like
well,
some kind of wood and bourbon. I
according
think.
to
Let
the
me
according
look at
to
the picture.
the ads for Dr. Squatch, you're supposed to get women with it. But
Yeah.
I've been using it for a while, and gonna have to call him out on that one.
Me too, me too. So it's called the one that I use is called Wood Barrel Bourbon. Bro, it's so nice, man. I love it.
You're actually like you were like country before, but like now that like you're actually like there in the mainland, I think it's like it's like really like country.
This is a picture of my roommate. This is the guy from Colorado. His name is Ryan. And this is him and I using the Dr. Squatch soap. So he got the pine tar or
Dude, look.
whatever. So he's got like a cowboy hat and everything, bro. He's got boots. Like it and we have matching flannels. You want to see we were in Phoenix and they had a sale for flannels. So we bought matching flannels.
Oh my dude, that first picture, you either look like you're supposed to be looking for gold or chopping down trees, dude.
Look at this shit, bro. Lumberjack mode.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Dude, isn't that fire? With our boots?
Looks like you guys are like
Yeah.
dressing up for like a spirit week or something.
That's just how we dress normally, like dead ass. Bro, today I'm literally wearing just like green pants with the flannel.
Naked.
And then like he's wearing jeans and the red flannel cuz I wore the red flannel yesterday
Mm.
with my jeans and my boots and stuff. Yeah, dude. It's been I mean, we kind of started it as a joke because we were like, "Oh, it'd be super funny. We should just go all country." And then the temperature's just so cool now that we were like, "Oh, we actually like need the flannel to stay
Oh.
warm." It's it's getting let me check what the temperature is right now outside. So it is, for those of you guys who don't know, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me, and it is 64 degrees outside.
That's wonderful, dude.
Yeah, so it's
That's
great, but
wonderful.
the wind is pretty strong, and so it kind of blows pretty strong. So right now it kind of feels like 60, 58, 60. But tonight it's supposed to get down into the 40s again. And so that's been our like normal, every night it's in the 40s or the 50s, and then during the day it's in the 60s. Maybe 70s on a hot day.
I'm jealous, man.
Yeah, it's been kind of nice, bro.
Dude,
How was it in Minnesota, temperature-wise? It was probably pretty cold,
oh
right?
no, it was. It was. I mean, like there were some. Believe it or not, there's actually sometimes where like I was like, shit, I'm getting kind of hot, honestly. So
Oh, really?
yeah, but I mean, most of the time it was. I believe it was hanging around like 40s, 50s.
Hmm.
Honestly, it was kind of a wide range. Honestly, the weather I heard has been weird there lately. Actually, a week after I left, it was snowing, in October.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I mean, like it really ranged from like 40 to I want to say 70 degrees. But I mean, that's perfect weather. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
honestly, it's
not
so
too
comfortable.
cold, it's not too hot.
Yeah.
here yesterday, at the football game, which started at 6 o'clock p.m., uh, completely cloudy. The sun was not, out at all, and it was still hot.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
checked the weather.
Dude, I don't miss the humidity,
No,
man.
yes, 79% humidity. I was like, why is it so goddamn
Oh,
hot considering the sun is not even.
79. Let me
I,
check what
I'm
we're
pretty
at.
sure it was 79. I'm pretty sure it was 79.
Oh
It
my
was,
goodness.
it was pretty bad.
Let's see.
If not,
Right
it
now.
might have been 69, but I think I would have remembered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today's a bad day and it's 40% humidity.
Oh, wow.
Normally we're in the 20s or 30s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is uh,
It's
bad for your
so it's
standards.
yeah. You know, I will say though, I when I was recording the video yesterday for
Mhm.
my the other channel, um I forgot, like I've been singing kind of here and there, but nothing like I haven't recorded any music, you
Mm,
know, it's just been singing in the shower and that kind of stuff, right? The normal.
yeah.
Um but I didn't realize, I forgot how dry it actually was here. I had to keep throwing back water.
Oh, really?
And normally I can, yeah, normally I can, I'll do a video, like, I'll do 6 takes without drinking any water because it's fine. It's so, humid back home. And so I'll be sitting in my room and I'll do like 6 takes to get the best version. And then it's fine. Yesterday I did 1 take because I was so thirsty by the time I finished. It's so dry here, to where it's harder to sing, and so I'm still trying to like
That's.
get used to that a little bit. And then also we're at altitude, so we're a
Mm,
mile high up here, and so the oxygen, like running and stuff, we've been working out like with roommates and stuff, and so we've been going for runs in the morning. Oh my god, it's so much harder to run here. My mile time went down, or like went up. It's bad. Yeah, it was like, it takes me like 8 minutes now to run a mile because it's so, like, it's so high up. Like,
no,
dude, it's
I'm
I'm
not.
still trying to get back down, you know?
I'm not laughing because that's a long time. I'm actually laughing because I actually take a long.
Well,
I.
but for me,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. No, I.
it's like, dude, it's taking me like 8 minutes to run a mile here, but I know that, like, what's gonna happen if I can get it down to like 7 minutes here, bro. I'm
Oh,
gonna come back and run a 4:25. Like,
yeah.
bro, I'm gonna hit that sea level and just go. But like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Maybe I gotta give myself more of a fair shot. So like, what was happening? Like, this was about. I mean, it's been quite some time from when I was last sick, but I had COVID for a
Yeah,
month, before, right?
yeah.
And then literally a month later, I got sick again, and so I was missing out on
Oh,
stuff, and I was really pissed
I didn't
off.
know you got sick again.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
super frustrated because I was just like, dude, like
Shit.
how. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going on my trip pretty soon too, and I'm gonna just go and like run, try and be.
Yeah.
And so I was going maybe like 3 times a week, and I was running around my block for like 2 times. Um,
Oh,
and
that's good.
I was taking about.
That's probably about a mile.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. After I did the calculations on Google Maps and Pokemon Go kilometers, but
Yeah.
I maybe I gotta give myself a fair shot because like there is downhill going around the block, but then there's also a lot of uphill, and like
There's uphill,
that
yeah.
makes a huge difference because no matter which way I go, I'm gonna have to face an uphill battle at some point, and
Yeah.
like you don't realize like how much that actually like drains you. You know, I don't think I realized how steep the incline
Oh
is
yeah.
as well. Not like my mile time really matters, but yeah, me running like
Yeah.
3 times a week was actually good for those 2 weeks that I was actually feeling fine. I need to get back in the groove. I really haven't been the same since I
Yeah.
came back from my trip in terms of what I want to or what I want my health to look like. So,
Right,
until I'm
right.
motivated again, and I can assure you it won't take me to get sick again for me to be motivated again. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so just.
No, I will say that about the campus here. We have a really nice gym,
Mm,
and so I've been good. I've never really been like a gym guy. Normally, my workouts have usually it's running, and then I'll do push-ups, sit-ups in my room
mm,
or whatever. just it's more like calisthenics, and then I'll go play basketball with you guys and stuff. So I haven't touched the basketball since I
Oh
left,
my God.
which kind of sucks.
Yes.
Even though, yeah, I miss rec, dude. I'm waiting, but so I've been doing like a lot of squats and stuff, and so I don't know if I can dunk yet because it's like I don't know if my vertical has gotten bigger because I haven't been able to go onto a court.
Right.
But hopefully I'm gonna come back and actually be able to like slam down and stuff. But I've been hitting the gym a lot more and actually using machines versus just like body weight and
Mm,
stuff.
mm.
I mean, I think I prefer just the body weight exercises because they're more fun. But it's been nice to get into an actual gym and work out proper.
Mm.
So that's been good. But I mean, I'm still skinny as hell. So I haven't like bulked up or anything like that, but it's okay. I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still scrawny, but you know I'll
Same here.
give it time and I'll get up eventually.
My mo-
Next year,
no,
I'll
my
come back over summer and then I'll be like a little bigger. But we'll see.
no, I was gonna say, maybe the muscle, like the muscle is there. It's just like really compact, like all together. Like me
Yeah,
like
yeah,
me
yeah.
pretty much. So
You just can't see it yet.
no,
It's
yeah,
like I'm not getting bigger per se.
yeah,
So it's kind of like, oh,
yeah. No, it's
but
there, but
it is what it
it's
is.
like my abs too. So we're
Yeah,
chilling, we're
yeah.
chilling.
I just
That's not a
gotta
joke.
gotta trust the process. That's
Yeah,
all. Yeah, dude. College has been it's interesting, man. I don't know. It's
yeah. You know,
how are your professors? How are your
oh,
teachers?
actually, that is a great question.
Yeah,
I actually really like my professors. I got
me
really
too.
lucky with my schedule this semester, and I got really lucky with the teachers I have. So I'll actually just go through the line of my teachers.
Yeah.
So my religion teacher, super positive. Does a lot of swearing in class, but it's kind of funny. And every time, like,
Yeah.
uh, and because
Your
like
religion teacher is swearing.
yeah, and because
Ironic.
no, it's actually a pretty fun class actually because she makes it fun, and it's also
Yeah.
funny because like a lot of religion has to do with like sexual activity, so she brings that up too, and she's like, "Come on, guys, you're all in college. Like I know you guys talk about this outside of class, so she throws in jokes
Yeah.
here and there, but it's, I mean, super fun. I mean that makes a huge difference in a class, really. If you have a
Oh
good
yeah.
professor. And she also teaches at I believe it's Leeward as well. It's one of the community colleges,
Oh
but
okay.
I really enjoy that class. Didn't enjoy the last period of class because I'm pretty positive I bombed the test considering I guess on half the questions. But that's past me now. It's 2 years
Nice.
since, so we're just gonna move on. Move on. We have another
Yeah.
opportunity later on in the year. But good teacher. After that, my Spanish class. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, it is hard. To just like speak a new
I didn't know
language.
you were taking Spanish.
Yes,
What?
because there's a second language requirement at UH, so you
Mm.
have to take a second language. I mean, unless you do a major that has it waived. So for example, like a business major will have it waived. They don't need to do it. I'm doing communications,
Oh,
so
okay.
it still is a part of it. And ain't no way
Makes
I'm
sense.
and there's pros and cons to both. Like I can take math 100 and I'm good. It's like
Oh yeah,
way
yeah.
better
I go
than
up to business stats and then I'm done.
right.
I don't have
It's
to
way
take
better
calc or
than
anything like that.
calculus exactly. Like I've been through that
Yeah.
once already. I don't want to do that again.
I haven't
Um,
even done calc. I didn't do calc in high school, and I don't plan on doing it in college either.
yeah,
Like,
it's not great.
I
It's
will
not
never
great,
take calculus if I can help it. I'm never gonna take that
and
class.
it's useless. It's useless. Like
Yeah,
literally
I'm not gonna
useless.
use that. What I need, algebra two,
Yeah,
right?
but
I don't need anything above that. Let's be real. Like,
yeah, for Spanish though, we have a first year teacher, and she's really young. I think she said that she
mm,
graduated a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So
oh, okay,
she's closer in the age gap, I guess you could say. Um,
yeah,
I think she's a good teacher. There's only so much that we can do in a limited time, and picking up on a brand new
yeah,
language has just been so difficult, and at times discouraging because there's a lot of people who are in the class and they already know a lot of Spanish and they have to just take the 100 class.
right,
And for us going in there knowing absolutely nothing, I don't
That's
co-
fair. That's
I
fair.
don't
Yeah.
compare myself at all to those people because I know that we're not at the same level, even though technically we're in the same class. That doesn't really matter
Right,
to me
right.
because
No, I know what you mean.
yeah. So, but I think as a teacher, I mean, I think she's doing a great job considering it's her first year. I wish we did more learning in class and online because we have an online
Mm.
program that just teaches everything for us and we kind of review it in class. So that's a
Oh,
little
okay.
tough, and
Got you.
especially trying to learn this, completely new. Um, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think she's a bad teacher by any means. And then
Yeah,
my
yeah,
last in-person class for English, um, I would say my teacher, it can be a little awkward at times, but
yeah.
I think he does a great job of allowing us to have good class discussions, and I don't think he's very demanding in any way. He's a very chill teacher, and I'm glad because like
That's good.
English is definitely not one of my favorite classes. I mean, I'm doing well in the class. I just don't particularly
Yeah,
enjoy
but it's
English,
English.
right?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And so
Yeah.
I'm just glad that he's very understanding, and he always puts it into the perspective of the students as my religion teacher does as well. So I really appreciate that
Yeah.
with those two teachers. But all three of my teachers in person, I think, are really good. My online teacher, it's sociology. I think sociology is just a bunch of crap, to be honest with you. Um, I mean, not as much psychology. I think psychology has a little bit of like science to back it up, but there's some things that people say in psychology where I'm just like, you just want clout. So, but sociology, it's just like it's difficult because I don't know, some of the things it's like okay, like no shit, and the others it's like, what is this dude talking about? Like, let's not overthink it. Okay, people are just gonna people. That's all it is. So
That's fair.
yeah, I mean, he's not a bad teacher. There's only so much you can do online. I, no offense, I just think he's the definition of mid, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, but
Yeah, he's not a bad teacher. He just sucks ass. That's
yeah,
all. No,
yeah. But I mean, I'm super happy with the way that my classes are going so far. I mean, I really can't complain.
That's good,
I know
man.
there's a lot of people who might have it a lot worse. So we're just trying to make the most of this
Right,
first
right.
semester, and I'm really glad that things are the way that they've been for my first semester in college. I think this is a good way to
Yeah.
ease myself in.
Hmm.
But yeah, I know there's gonna come a time where there's gonna be a professor that sucks ass. I'm not really looking forward to it, but I'm glad it wasn't this semester.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, for my class, or is that all your
Yeah,
classes?
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
done?
I got four
Okay.
this semester.
Okay, so I'm taking five. But so for my classes, I mean, I like all of my teachers in class for sure. And so like for my business class,
Mm.
um, my teacher is an ex-jarhead who fought in Nam. Like, bro he was, he enlisted in the Marine Corps out of high
Oh my
school because he
god,
didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. So this dude went to Nam for like 2 years,
that's
and then
crazy.
he came back from Nam, moved to Europe, and traveled around Europe like backpacking, just hitchhiking for like a year.
Wow.
And then he ended up he got accepted into like one of the most famous. He went to Thunderbird School of Business, which I don't know if you know where that is, or I'm not sure if you're familiar with the school, but on a business standpoint, it's one of the most famous things from that time. It was honestly, it was the Stanford of business schools in the 80s, or like
Oh
back
wow.
when. And so he got accepted into that. And then he started his own consultant. This dude's like a multi-millionaire, bro. He started his own consulting company in like 86, and it ran until like 2014. And so this dude is like a wealth of information. He's
Wow.
super cool. He's like this like he's just this gentle old man, and then you hear the stories and you're like, "Oh my god, he could kill me with like one punch." Like this dude, he knows every pressure point or something. Like this dude is not to be messed with. But he's so cool. And so I really enjoy that one. Um then I have the next class. I'm just gonna go and like order my schedule.
For sure.
We have to, so at Embry Riddle, it's required for all first year students to take a class called University 101. And it's literally like it's a 101 you go through and they tell you how to be a good student pretty much. But then we also work on our resumes. We work on, like skills to use in class and
That's
stuff. And
good.
so that's the only class on campus. Literally on the entire campus, it's the only class that's taught by students, which was really nice. It's also a reason I chose this school because I didn't really want to be taught by like a TA, you know? And so that's a fun one. You know, the students that are teaching my class are pretty cool. I like them both. They're really chill to talk to. And then they kind of just they're able to cover any questions that I have. So they're pretty dope. And then I have an intro to psych class. So I'm taking psychology. That's pretty fun. Ooh, sorry. That's pretty fun. My teacher is like exactly what you would expect when you hear like I guess psychologist. Bro has like no hair on the top of his head, and then he's got like curly hair all around, and he's like this. He's like probably 40s, 50s maybe,
That's crazy.
like young dude. He dresses the exact same every single day. He comes in with sneakers, khakis, and then like a dress shirt that he tucks in. Honestly, the fit's kind of fire. Not gonna lie. Like he looks good, but it's just funny is that he's such a cool teacher.
Yeah.
And it's he hands out stickers. So like it's kind of weird the way the class works. All the assignments that we have are worth 100 points. It doesn't matter if it's an exam or if it's, you know, a pretest or if it's just an assignment in class, it's all worth 100 points.
That's interesting.
And so it's kind of nice because it balances out, right?
Yeah,
So you could bomb a test, but then if you do good on all the participation points, you're fine. But it's
like that.
yeah, it's pretty dope actually. But then for all the in-class assignments, if it's not graded, he'll just give us stickers. So like we have a lot of ones where it's just we're just kind of on there and like he'll just have we're sitting in class and he'll give us a worksheet and then it's not graded. But when we finish, he's like, okay, if you want stickers, come line up. So like everybody in the class like runs over, like Leah, look at a sticker, bro. Sometimes he'll put like 100 and then he'll put a smiley face with like red pen and stuff. So it was funny. Like the first day of class, he was like, do you guys, you know, you did good. So everybody gets a sticker. And we were like, no way, like let's go. And he was like, do you guys want stickers? I was like, fuck yeah, I want stickers. Like, bro, absolutely. And so I sent a picture to my mom. I was like, look, my first 100 in college. It's just, I have it on our fridge in the dorm. I put it on a magnet. It's just a sticker. But yeah, so he's cool. And then I got a couple other classes. I have I wanted to, so I'm a business major, but I wanted here at Riddle, it's pretty like common for students to go into security fields. A lot of intelligence, a lot of government jobs, a lot of military. And so I was like, oh, I should just take a class. You know, it'll be fun to kind of just see what that's like. And so I'm taking Introduction to Global Security, and my teacher is so cool, bro. He's like my favorite. Why are you calling me? No. He's
Don't worry, I
he's
got a
like
text
my
asking what I want
favorite
from Wendy's,
teacher.
so that's why I was looking down for a little bit.
Oh, okay, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, one of my boys just texted me and he was like, "Hey, I'm coming up to the room," and I was like, "No, I'm doing something." But yeah, so he's super cool. He's like ex Air Force. He's worked in securities, like intelligence field for like the past 30 years or something like that. So he's pretty
Wow.
wicked.
People got
And then
experience, huh?
dude, all my professors are dudes except for my speech class. So I'm not taking English because
Oh,
my
I see.
APs covered that. And
Oh,
so my
awesome,
English
dude.
my APs took care of that because I had AP Lang and Lit, right?
Nice.
And so I had to take speech instead, so it's a sophomore level class. But bro, my teacher. she's cool. Like her name's Karen. She's
And that's where we end the discussion.
yeah, her name's Karen. And she's one of those teachers where like she's cool in class, you know? But then like if you miss an assignment, there's no forgiveness. And it's like even if it's for a good reason, and then she's not really super easy to talk to outside of class, but the nice thing is that for speech, I mean, that's a boring ass class, bro. Let's be real. Like it's hella boring. And so she does a really good job of keeping things light. She cracks a lot of jokes during the lectures. And so I kind of like that. You know, she keeps it chill. Um so it's I mean, it could be better. But you know, considering honestly, if I look at it like in class compared to like what I had in my expectations for college classes, it's exactly what I was expecting. It's just that all my other classes like blew it out the water and they're all awesome. And so I
I hear
have
you on
one
that.
that's like normal class, and then I have like four awesome classes. And so the normal class feels like shit, even though it's actually probably better than like most people's experiences.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's one of those like first world problem kind of
Yeah,
things
yeah.
where I feel like a dick complaining about it. But it's just looking at like what I have, the specific classes, it's okay. But yeah, classes are cool though. I mean, I'm sure you're doing great with grades. I'm doing okay too.
I'm hanging on.
We're hanging in there, hanging in there. Just enough to make sure that I'm not failing.
Yeah, no, there's definitely motivation for me to keep my grades up because of a scholarship, but like,
Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
obviously the grades are still important, not as important as they were into high school or as they were in high school because it was to help us get into college. Um, but yeah, for me, I'm just trying to take some of that pressure off of myself, which I know I don't need to put on myself, you know, now that, like I said, it doesn't really matter as much. So yeah, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to enjoy life right now, you know?
I mean, it's one. Sorry, I keep like muting my mic.
Oh no, you're good.
Said you guys just don't get ASMR of me eating Oreos. Um,
Move on
but
to Mally.
yeah, I agree with the grade stuff. It's kind of the same way for me. Like I got a couple scholarships where I have to maintain a certain GPA
Hmm.
to keep it. But I mean, outside of that, like I have my securities teacher. He told us straight up. He was like, "Okay, every single assignment is going to be all or nothing points.
Mm.
It's going to be literally you get a 0 or you get a 1." And so he gives us a rubric for every assignment. He was like, as long as you get an 80% on the assignment, or like you do 80% of the work, I'll give you a 1.
Oh,
So essentially, we need a B to get the assignment, like
oh.
to get the credit
That's
for it.
manageable.
But you get the credit, it's 100%, right?
Mhm.
And so he was like, yeah, because grades don't matter. And he told us straight up, he was like, yeah, grading is stupid. So I'm going to give you, we're going to do this instead. And his whole thing is like making sure that we learn how to do it. And so he literally, even if it's completely wrong, our answer could be completely wrong. He'll give us the credit if we tried and if we attempt every part of the problem. And then if we explain why we think we're right. So even if you're wrong, it's kind of like one of those things like when you're writing an essay, if you're debating a side that you're wrong, but you have evidence
Oh, okay.
to like back it up,
Hmm.
then you can get partial points or you'll get full points because you're using your evidence, your research that you found. So that's kind of how it is for him. It's one of those things like, well, if you tell me why you think this and then you cite your sources, you're good. And so it's kind of cool. And I have a couple teachers like that where not really like that, but where it's one of those things like, yeah, grades don't really matter. Like I'll still grade you because I have to because it's my job, but grades don't matter. I'm just more focused on making sure that you actually learn how to do this. And so that is nice. I definitely I'm pretty happy with where I am,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. Yeah. It's pretty dope.
That is
Yeah,
good.
not gonna lie.
That is
I like it. Yeah. I do miss home though.
good.
Just a little bit.
No, of course, of course.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, man.
Oh wait, are you like actually like on a time constraint now, like because of your roommate?
Well, he's not here yet. He said he's coming back like 3:30 ish, so it's 2:20. So I have plenty of time.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I don't know how long we are with the video. What
I
do we?
I don't know either. Let me check real quick.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say because you're recording, so I have no idea how long we're going.
Or is it? Wait, I don't remember what it is.
Because I feel like this has definitely been more than an hour.
Let's see. Oh, it has been an hour. I don't know why my thing is like blinking so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Like exactly an hour?
Uh, 58 minutes.
Or
to be
close?
exact. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we got a little more time. We'll try and keep it what, like hour 15, hour 30 maybe.
You know, every time we keep a
I
time.
mean, actually, let's just yeah, whatever.
You know we're never on schedule, bro. You know.
No, I know. We'll just talk until we can't anymore.
Um.
Yeah.
Okay, here, since because I mean, I think music is a huge part for us. What
Yeah, absolutely.
like who's one person that you've been listening to a lot lately?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, pull it up.
Um,
That's what I'm looking at right now, actually, too.
yeah, let me pull up
I will say, um, I think Queen has been my most played recently.
Queen. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Um, uh,
Oh, and of course,
I think I've.
Journey. I just went to the concert. That's why.
Oh, well,
So.
yeah. Fair, fair. I. Oh, dude, I don't know. Um.
Yeah. Well.
Well, so I've been listening to a lot of country music, but then when I'm on my own, it's been a lot of Michael Bublé. But that's kind of
Mm,
always been my go-to.
yeah.
I mean, I have what, 5 videos on my channel. I've got 4 songs on my channel, and
And
two
two
of
of them
them are
are
Michael
Michael
Bublé.
I checked that out yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. So it's, he's definitely like probably my favorite of like all time. He's Michael Bublé is like mine. Like if I could go to a concert or something like that, like that's my dream. Honestly, I want my dream is to get like a feature with him, bro. It just like sing with Michael
Oh, okay,
Bublé.
okay.
So I tag him in all the YouTube videos that I post.
Hey,
Just the ones of his song, but I throw it in
yeah,
there and
yeah.
I'm like, hey,
You can make it happen, dude.
hit me up, bro.
You can
Yeah.
make it happen, dude.
Nah, I'm trying to get that. That'd be really cool. And then I like follow him on Instagram and stuff like that. I think yeah, it's been a lot of Michael Bublé. For those of you guys who don't know, I just posted a video yesterday. That's what we're talking about
Yeah.
on my channel. Big Boy
Oh
Noodles
yeah, we
Entertainment.
plug the channels right now for sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So, obviously, right, as you can see, Braden's a football guy. Follow Purple and Gold podcast. That's all the football stuff you need. Dude, anytime I need information or if I know I'm like about to get into an argument and I don't know what I'm talking about, I just watch this dude's channel. Boom, I'm good. Like at that point, I just regurgitate and it sounds like I know what I'm talking about. So it's great. And then if you like music stuff or impressions, you can follow me and follow my channel.
Mhm.
And I kind of do more of the music stuff. Like I said in my video yesterday, I've written a couple more songs like lyrically. I just don't have the music for it yet. I don't have any instruments with me, and so everything is either through like my computer
Mm.
or I have to wait until I come home and then I can record stuff on the keyboard and the guitar and stuff like that. But yeah. So music for me, football for Braden. And you can check out our channels. He'll probably put it in the description. And then like our Instagrams. I'm pretty sure he does like requests on videos, but I know that for me, you can hit me up at Papa Armoon, Papa_Armoon. Just DM me and send a song request, or if you've got like impressions that you want to hear me do. We did a Star Wars impressions video
Oh,
together,
Lord.
and everybody really liked that one. I got a bunch of DMs after that saying like, "Yo, this is fire." And so I'll do more impression
Did you
videos
really?
and stuff.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, bro, for real. I mean, it wasn't a bunch, but I got like probably close to 10.
Oh wow,
10 people
really?
were like, "Yo, these were good." And I was like, "Oh, appreciate it." Yeah. Did I not tell you?
No.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was watching that and like I was like cringing at myself so hard. I was like, but you know what? Like I'll support you, dog. So
Dude, I liked it. I think it was a fun video. If
yeah.
you guys haven't seen that, go check it out on my channel. But it was a good time, and so that was our first impression video. So I'm definitely gonna try and do that more. I think a lot of people enjoyed it,
Yeah,
and I had fun doing it. So
and
that's what's
what we're
important.
doing now is actually what we used to do on my channel, but we just decided to make it into its own YouTube channel
Yeah.
because we had like another channel idea that we had going on. We were just like scrap that.
Darth
Let's just,
Jar Jar.
yeah, let's just do this now. So
Yeah.
that's
We've had a
what we're
couple
doing now.
different channels. If you don't know the evolution to get to Random Podcast, you see, Braden had his channel first, right? The Purple and Gold Podcast. And every now and then he'd do a random podcast. You can go check those out. They're still on his channel. I think I did like 2 of them with him. I think
Yeah.
it was like 1 or 2.
I think we did one
I
on
think we did one on
music.
Star
Yeah,
Wars
Star
and
Wars
then one on
movies.
music.
Yep.
Yeah. And so you can go check those out. Those are fun. Where we just did literally a random podcast. We would pick a topic, and then we were like, "Oh, this is kind of fun. Like we should do this more often." And then we made this channel after we both had our own personal channels and that kind of stuff. And we are like, "Oh, this would be pretty dope."
Yeah, and
And so
if you guys
it's evolved.
couldn't tell, I'm sure I put in the title, but today's topic was college. So
Yeah,
just in case you're a
yeah.
little lost.
Yeah, we have a topic, but then usually we go down rabbit holes,
Oh
so it
yeah,
doesn't matter.
definitely. And the random
We just start with a topic and then we just see where it
right.
goes.
Yeah, so it's random in the fact that like the topic is always going to change. We're not always going to talk about the same thing, and then of course the little rabbit holes as you mentioned that we always go
Yeah.
down whenever we have these. But that's the fun.
So if you guys have a topic, throw it in the comments too. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
you could
we did
DM
that.
us
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Instagram
Yeah.
or throw it in the comments of this video,
Yeah.
and then we'll go through a new. If you have a topic you want us to talk about, then we can just shoot the shit about that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think both of us like personally for our channels, I think both of us are pretty happy. I mean, like obviously you always want
Yeah.
to be getting more, increasing in numbers and stuff, but I mean, starting off a new YouTube channel, I think people sometimes they don't realize it's really difficult. But I mean, I think you've got a
Yeah.
good number of views on all of your videos. I was checking that out yesterday. Almost at 50 subscribers now, right? And that's really good.
Yeah, I just
considering
hit
that you
45 yesterday,
Yeah,
so I was
con-
pretty hyped about that.
right? And yeah, and you started the channel this year, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I don't remember what the number was for me at the end of last year. I was like going back watching some of my old videos, just seeing like how I can or how much better it's gotten, and seeing also where I can get
Yeah.
better in certain places. Looking at this year's videos as well. But I remember last year, I don't remember the exact count, but I know this year I hit 300 subscribers. So like we're
Yeah.
definitely going in the right direction, obviously. But
Yup.
I forget what the number was, but when I heard it, and this was in December last year on Christmas Day, I was like, oh my God, did I actually get that much subscribers this year? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just very interesting to see how both of our channels are just, and I mean, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
dude.
It's awesome, really.
And so, I mean, y'all, like, if you haven't already subscribed, get Braden
both
to
of us.
350, get me to 50,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
just, hit us up
Yeah.
and talk to your friends, your family, whatever.
Yeah,
And just, promote the channels if you like what we're doing.
for sure.
You don't have to, but, if you
you
enjoy the
really
random
do have to.
podcast, subscribe to this. And then if you enjoy all that stuff, just,
Yeah.
why not?
No, and you know what?
Press the button.
I like both of us just want a chance because like we aren't like arrogant, we aren't cocky, but I think both of us are very confident in what we do, and I think both of us have a
Yeah.
ton of potential to take this somewhere. I think having that support
Yeah, exactly.
goes a long way. And so, and I was talking to Armand about that before he left too. I was like, dude, like you doing these covers and actually doing them well, because there's some people who put covers out there and it's like, okay, but I was like, you can actually do this, man. So
I don't know. I feel like that's me too, but
No,
you guys are all
no,
pretty
definitely-
supportive, so it's
you know, dude, that I am going to be completely honest with you with no matter what it is, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
BS this
true.
to you, bro. I mean,
that's facts.
like I do have to remind you, okay? This is the national anthem singer at our graduation, bro, and everyone was impressed by that. Okay, no one was bluffing. Like we are all like, okay, Armand's serious, bro. So yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, I sang at our commencement ceremony. So if you
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
didn't know that,
That's awesome.
I sang the national anthem for our graduation. That was pretty cool too, actually.
That
I
was
will
awesome,
say.
dude. That was
I mean, dude, senior year is like when I actually started this singing stuff, like
yeah.
in front of people.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it, man. Like after the play, I was like, oh, this is pretty dope. I'm having fun with this, and then because I had that confidence from the play, I was like, oh, I'll throw my name in the hat, and then Mr. Murphy picked me for anthem, so I sang that. But that was the most people I've ever sang in front of, like ever. It was a lot. We had like 5,000 people there. I was like, bro, I was up at that podium. I don't know if you could see me quivering, but like,
Oh, I
not gonna
couldn't.
lie, I was scared. Like I was hella
I
nervous.
don't blame you, dude.
But I think it was I played it off well enough to where like you couldn't tell unless you really knew me. And so that was good. But
Okay,
yeah,
couldn't tell. I just could tell that the mic was a little too short for you.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really had to like project down instead of out. It was kind of weird.
I know.
But you know, it worked. It went well.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for guys, if you don't know, like, if you haven't seen Braden's videos and stuff, this man is gonna be an announcer. Like, there's no way around it, dude. This guy knows what he's talking about, man. Like, I'm telling Tony Romo, who? Like, bro, this guy, he doesn't even need to play in the NFL and then become an announcer. Like, he knows what he's doing. This guy's gonna come out of it, and I mean, you're taking Spanish, so maybe you'll just hear him announcing, you know, for like a team, you know, it'll be maybe you'll announce for like the Houston Texans or something like that, and then you'll have like English, and then you'll switch to Spanish, and then English and Spanish,
Yeah.
and you know we'll just see you on like the Spanish radio station. Hola, me amo Raiden.
Yeah, maybe it'll come in. Maybe it'll come in handy at some point. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a good skill to have. Oh, dude, speaking of languages, actually, I forgot to tell you this. This is like very recent, but like this week itself, I downloaded Duolingo. So I found out that they're doing a foreign exchange trip to Morocco.
Oh wow.
Yeah, over the summer, and they're doing Morocco. And so I was
wait,
like,
wait,
oh, that's pretty dope.
Before I forget about this,
What's
this is
up?
a good memory. One time Armand and I did this is not on a video, but we did this where we like named every country in the world, and Armand
Oh my
hard carried
God.
that. We were doing that for I think like an hour and a half, and Armand managed to finish up the quiz, and we got every single country in the world. Just wanted to put that out there before I forget, but you can continue your story. Sorry about that.
It was fun. It was
was
fun,
so
bro. We
fun.
were sitting there for like probably an hour and a half just naming countries nonstop. Yeah, it was a pretty good time. But yeah, so I found out that they do this trip like every year, and so I just went and I talked to the professor, and I was like, hey, so I mean, obviously it's a trip for Arabic speakers. I don't speak any Arabic. Like, can I go, or like, do I need to learn Arabic first and then go? And he was like, oh no, you know, you can. And he goes, Habibi, my friend, you can you take you come with us on trip. We give you Arabic 1 and 2 over the 4 week. You just finish whole semester of Arabic. So I was like, oh, okay, that's dope. You know, so I was talking to him about it, Professor Mahmoud. And so I ended up downloading Duolingo. So I've been grinding Arabic for the past week or so. And so like I'm starting from scratch. But so I've been like getting a hang of the letters, and I'm trying to learn the alphabet right now. Cause I feel like with Spanish, like I took French in high school, right? For those of you guys who don't know. And so French, Spanish, they have the same letters as English. There's just different accents, and then the pronunciation and stuff is different, of course. But when you look at it, it's the same letter. You don't have to memorize like new letters. All you need is like the 6 accents or whatever. Arabic is a full new script, and they read from right to left instead of left to right.
Oh,
Right?
I see.
And so we go left to right, but Arabic, they read right to left.
Wow.
And so I'm sitting there on Duolingo, and I was looking at it, and I was going from left to right because I didn't think about it. And I was struggling. And then I was like, oh, wait, they read the other way. And I started reading from right to left, and all of a sudden everything started clicking for like the different letters and stuff. So I'm trying to teach myself Arabic, so that's kind of cool. I've been doing that in the free time too. And so when I'm not writing music or hanging out with people and that kind of stuff, or homework, I've been doing Arabic now. So I'm gonna try and stick with that,
Yeah.
so that I can go on that trip to Morocco, because that's pretty cool. And then as a business major, I mean, that means that I can go to the Middle East and do business and stuff, and that's a pretty good place to get paid good.
Yeah.
So might not be able to wear this hat, but that's about it. You know, I'll be okay. my camouflaged America, but yeah,
They won't see it. It's camouflage.
yeah, exactly. No, I'll have to change my wardrobe a little bit for the trip, but that's okay. You know, like right now my
No,
navy
you are
shirt.
American as it gets, dude. You are.
I can't take my flannel with me, but I mean it'll be Morocco in the summertime, so I'm not gonna need this. It's gonna be hot as hell. But yeah,
I,
if I go on the trip, I think it'd be cool.
I totally
Yeah.
understand you though with the language thing. Like for me, like one day like it just like clicked. Like there was one day in class where like I was so
Yeah.
stressed out and I was just like, oh my god. And then one day it just all came like, dude, I can say like simple terms now. And honestly, you could probably understand it because like things sound similar. Like if I say like what does it say? Like me gusta mirar fútbol americano.
You like American football? Yeah, yeah.
Close. Yeah, I like watching it, right? So like you can
Close? Like
wa-
watching it. Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
And so or there's other things like tengo el pelo negro. Los
I don't know
ojos
that one.
morenos. I said that my hair is black and my eyes are brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I can come up with those
So
things.
it's basic stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And it's Spanish 100, so that's what we're doing. But like,
Right.
yeah. Or like,
Well,
words
so
like
I was looking at it
favorita,
and I wanted to do.
It's like favorite,
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like that's what's easy to catch on to, so.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, that makes sense. I was looking at because I was talking to him and I was like, okay, how do I take Arabic as an actual class?
Mm.
Like I want to be in the class. And so I can't they only start Arabic 1 in the fall semester. So I got to wait until sophomore year. But I figured, okay, I'll teach myself like the basic stuff. I'll understand the script and then I'll get the, just very basic, hi, how are you, my name is whatever.
Yeah.
Um so I'm going to try and work on that and focus on that. And then by the time I get to Arabic 1, then it'll be a little easier. I'll have more or less a basic understanding because I have to wait a full like semester and a half anyway.
Mm.
And so, well, actually, it's probably close to 2 semesters because summer break. And so, if I can just grind it out now, I mean, in 2 semesters, if I'm doing a little bit of Arabic every day, I feel like I'll be okay. And so, I don't know. It's more as like a hobby. I've been wanting to pick up a second language for a while, and I just haven't.
Mm.
Um, and so I was looking at the languages they offer here are Spanish, Arabic, Russian, and
Oh wow.
Chinese, Mandarin Chinese. And so you can only do one of those 4. I was like, oh, well, Spanish is cool, but I want to do something more difficult because I feel like if I already know a language, then I can pick up Spanish later or like French or whatever. But then Russian and Chinese look really hard. I mean, honestly, Arabic's really hard too.
Yeah.
But like it looks a little easier than like Russian and Chinese.
Definitely.
So
Actually,
I don't feel like doing that.
yeah, and like a big actually I'm going the complete opposite route as you because I just want to get this over with. I'm actually taking Spanish because I heard that it's one of the easier ones. One thing that I didn't know about heading into the class before that we learned is that I don't know if you knew this, but like words have genders. And that is just like one of the most complicated things ever.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's how it was in French. That threw me off, bro.
right? Yeah, it's
Like
just
freshman year, I came in, they were like, okay, this word is a girl and this word is a boy. And I was like, what?
yeah,
Yeah. It's a really weird idea, but then once you understand it, it kind of makes sense.
definitely.
But I know exactly what you're talking about,
It
bro.
is
Yeah.
so weird. Like
Yeah.
how do you gender a word?
Yeah. Well, so I'm finding out that Arabic's kind of similar.
Is it?
So the Arabic language, their alphabet isn't 26 like ours. It's like 30 something.
Ooh.
They've got all these extra ones because the same letter will look different if it's in the beginning or the end of the word or if it's in the middle.
Mm.
And so like I'm still trying to learn the letters, and so I'll see some words sometimes where it's like it'll be so like babab, right? If it's not a real word, but it's just like phonetically BABAB. The 2 first B's will look the same, and then the third B is a different letter. But it's the same letter, but it looks different.
That's weird.
And so it's hella confusing, but I'm getting the hang of it. And it's like it's weird too because like instead of having a separate letter for the A, it's like the B is like a J almost, and then they put a line over it, and that means A, and then another line, another like J, and then another A. The line above it is like the A, and then the third B is like a C. It's like a C with a tail, but it's the same letter. And it's like, what? Where did this come
That's
from?
yeah. I mean, like,
It's really confusing,
there's
but I'm trying.
definitely no perfect language by any means, but like,
No,
yeah, some things that like, it's just like, why, you know, like it just.
I think it's really hard as English speakers too. Sometimes I really wish that I grew up speaking another language alongside English, because then I could pick up other things easier, you
I
know?
agree. I totally agree. And you gotta start that
I
at a very young
wish
age,
it
right?
was, yeah. Oh, well, yeah, yeah, that too. No, I wish like American schools, I wish that we learned other languages when we were little.
Yep.
Like, cause I mean, what you might do a little bit in elementary school if you're at like a really good school, like fifth grade, maybe
Yeah.
you'll do a little Spanish or whatever. And then middle schools, a lot of them will have maybe Spanish and French,
Mm,
but it's not until you get to high school where you can actually like get a proper language.
definitely.
You'll do Spanish, French, you know, a lot of, I mean, in Hawaii, it's a lot of like the Asian languages.
Mhm.
But if you're on the mainland, you'll learn German or Italian or, you know, whatever. And then back home, it's Japanese, Chinese,
Right.
Korean, whatever, right? And so you can learn all that stuff too. But I kind of wish it was like a little sooner, you know what I mean?
I totally agree. That's why I actually
Instead of waiting
I
till
was
high
actually
school.
thinking about this. I was like, if I have kids later on in the future, they're those are the two things that I'm gonna make them do at a young age. I'm gonna make them learn a language, and I'm gonna make them play baseball, because baseball has good eye-hand coordination. So
Okay. So I agree with the language one,
yeah.
but my thing is, they're gonna learn another language,
Mhm.
and then like if I can get this down and I learn Arabic,
Yeah.
I'll have my kids learn Arabic too, because then it's really good, like the left to right, and then
Oh.
understanding the right
Mhm.
to left, and
Mhm.
it's a whole different script and everything like that. So I'll have them learn something like that. But then I'm gonna make it a they have to learn a musical instrument,
Oh. Okay.
because I feel like that's, I mean, sports and stuff are good too, and I'll
Yeah.
definitely have my kids in sports. But I feel like the musical instrument part, it activates different hemispheres of your brain
I
that
agree.
people don't always realize, you know?
I agree.
And so it's one of those things like by learning another language, they're going to understand things better
Mhm.
because it unlocks different pieces of their brain. They'll use more of their hemispheres. And then by actually going through and learning a language or an instrument, I mean, um, it shows that usually kids are more creative and they tend to think outside the box more, and there are a lot of benefits. And it's kind of one of my regrets because I've never stuck with an instrument long enough
Same.
to where I can actually say I play it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I've done piano, I've done ukulele, I've done guitar, I've done violin, I've done cello, I've done like the flute. I've done all these different instruments, but like I don't I don't play any of them, you know? Like
It's all
if
in like very like
anything,
small
now it's just
isolated.
like I'll listen to it and it's like, "Oh, I know that note." And it's, you know, one string at a time on the guitar.
Yeah.
Or if I'm on the piano, I can do like one hand at a time, but it's all like I've had to kind of like teach myself afterwards because I didn't stick around enough in the actual lessons and stuff to like learn it. So my kids are gonna learn. They'll get to, you know, they can pick whatever instrument they like. I don't care as long as they learn an instrument.
I like
That's
that
gonna
one.
that
I
and a
agree.
language.
Yeah. See, I like
I feel like that's good.
the thing is too is like you don't wanna overwhelm a kid too. You know what I mean? So like I would have to like pick and choose. But obviously, if I had kids, it wouldn't totally be up to me. So, you know. But yeah, that
No, of course.
I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one for sure. I mean, shit. I don't know how to
Yeah.
play an instrument either. I haven't stuck to anything long enough either. Like yeah. So
Yeah, but you're better than I am.
you think?
Like with guitar, yeah, for sure. Because I feel like with guitar, you've been doing it for how long now? Probably a year and
Oh yeah,
change,
I
2 years almost.
stopped once like college started because I was just like
Oh, okay.
yeah, because the way that it was working, I was just like I I really want to focus on school and the other stuff outside of school as well, and I just wasn't really prioritizing it. But up until that point, it had been maybe like a year and a half. So I spent a
Yeah, I
decent
was gonna
amount of
say.
time on it. Yeah, but it's just like
Yeah.
yeah, I like just like the instruments for me. I think just because no one else is very musical in my family, it's just like not a huge interest of mine, and so
That's fair.
it didn't really feel.
Yeah.
It felt more of like a responsibility than a hobby in a way,
Mm. Yeah,
and
it becomes
so
like a chore.
pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. And so I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it was great to learn that because I mean, learning an instrument, like you said, it's great, but just
Yeah.
not a
I see
huge
what you
interest of
mean.
mine. I mean, you already know how I'm not good at it, but I would much rather
Well,
sing.
no. Again, you're better than I am at guitar. Like you're definitely better than I feel like you understand the technical stuff more than I do,
Mm.
but I feel like maybe not for guitar, but like music in general, I feel like I have a better ear, but like you understand it more than I like, you know what I mean?
I no, I agree because like for me like it just like it oh my god like I remember like going through like these lessons it was just like so much repetition for me to like finally like catch
Yeah,
on to some of these terms like it was slow for me I will say
right.
not the
I feel
lessons were
like
not
my
slow for me
ear's
I
a
was
little
slow
better
but
where
yeah no
yeah,
you
yeah,
no
yeah.
I yeah because like I was like yeah you can actually like pretty much like identify stuff but I I see what you mean yeah we're both like yeah
Yeah, it's
like
like I
we're
won't know what note. It's like I'm no Charlie Puth. Like it's not like what is it? Perfect pitch or whatever. I don't have perfect pitch or anything like that. But it's one of those things that I think I've listened to enough instruments and I listen to music so often where if I hear something and it sounds wrong, I can immediately pick up on it and I'm like, okay, that note right
oh yeah
there
oh
was
mm-hmm.
wrong. Like it was too low or it was too high.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I feel like you're like, oh, that was that note. That one's an A
Yeah,
or whatever,
I.
and you understand that more than I do.
That's I actually you see guys we were talking about school and this is where we ended up. I find it like
Rabbit holes.
I find it
That's
really interesting that you brought that up because like actually like there were actually so many times like during my lessons when I would be like playing something and like I would play a note and obviously I'm not looking down at my hands having to look at the notes. I would play something and like my teacher would always encourage me to keep playing. But like there were like times when I was first doing that and I would play a wrong note and I would hear it and I just completely stop and I'd be like, damn it, I messed up. And he's like, no, just like keep playing. But he's like, I'm glad that you heard it. And so I feel like when I started to realize that kind of stuff, I was like, okay, like I'm actually making progress with this now, and like that's when it gets encouraging. That's when it gets exciting. But I mean, yeah, I hear you on that. No pun intended.
yeah. It's always it's always nice when like you can see the progress, you know?
Definitely.
I feel like that's when because it's I feel like with learning any new skill, it's always like it becomes a chore after like a month or two, and then you're 3 months in, and then you kind of like think about where you were when you started,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, I'm doing really good, and then you're like rejuvenated for another month or two,
Yeah.
and then it gets boring again, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
and it just keeps going through. The trick with learning new stuff, and I mean, I should probably practice what I preach, but from what I've learned, like by not doing it, I realized that like if you stick those 2 months out, then when you hit that third month and you're like, oh my God, I'm getting really better.
Yeah.
That's the that's the like part where it's like, oh, this is good. I should keep doing this,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
That's when you get your energy back. I feel like I never stuck around with the stuff long enough to get my energy back,
For
you know?
sure. For sure.
Yeah. It was, or I'd only get it back like one or two times because I'd stick around for like 6 months or whatever.
Mm.
And then it was like, all right,
I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is boring now, or it's becoming more of a chore than fun. So I'm just gonna stop. So I've done that a lot.
This is awesome,
Yeah.
man, dude.
Yeah.
This is
What are
really,
we at for time? I feel
Oh,
like this is already really long.
yeah, for time.
Like a
So
minute,
we are
hour
we're
30
at
or
about
something
an
like
hour.
that.
Yep. And see, I think you're like 2 minutes ahead because last time you said an hour, we were at 58. Now you said hour and a half. We're at a minute or an hour 28 now. Like no joke.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
I'm just guessing.
You're just 2 minutes
My
ahead
clock
every
says
time.
2:49. And so I'm just going off of like time wise. I was like, oh, okay, roughly.
I'm not really
Yeah.
understanding on that, but that's okay.
That's okay. Okay. I just mean the time difference, Brayden. It's 2:50 here.
Yeah, but like
It's like what, 12:50 for you
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
11:50,
No, but like
something like that?
no, but like I don't understand it because like what does that have to do with like when we started like recording?
No, I just mean I don't have a timer in front of, I'm just looking at my clock. That's all. Like I don't have an actual time. I don't know what time we
Wait,
started.
oh
I'm
yeah.
just
Oh,
guessing.
I know
Yeah.
what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I was like, how would you like unless you looked at like the time like when we started, which I didn't.
I didn't.
Oh,
I meant to,
so
and I
I
didn't.
okay. You're just really good at
I'm
guessing.
I'm just
Yeah, you're
guessing.
just good at guessing. You're just good at guessing.
Yeah, well, because you said it was like an hour, and we were at like 2:15
Yeah.
for me, and I was like, oh, okay, now I know where we are, roughly. I was like, all right, more or less.
I was
Like I
like,
get okay,
I
it's
was just
like 2:10 or whatever.
Dude, guys, look, the excuse I'm gonna make, I'm on 4.5 hours of sleep, okay, and other than the fact that I'm just generally stupid, that's on top of it, okay. So don't even. I was just like, how is like 2:49, ringing your head like, oh yeah, we've been here for like an hour and a half. I was like, god damn. I was
No,
like,
it's just
okay, however it works, bro. Like, damn, I'm not on that level.
it's because
with
I'm
you,
Indian.
bro.
Very good with numbers, man.
Oh man, dude, I honestly love doing this random podcast. Hopefully,
Dude, me
you
too.
guys are enjoying watching these.
Yep.
Legitimately, this is the first time that me and Armand like actually like have been on a call and
Yeah.
talked really.
Since I moved,
Yep. Look, this
like literally since I moved, this is the first time we've had like a proper
I mean, we've been
talk.
texting around
Everything's
shit
just been
about
like really short
yeah,
over text,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. But
Yeah.
again, like we mentioned in the beginning,
We'll do this
we're
more.
busy. Yeah, but we
Yeah.
definitely have to do this more. But hey, you know what? I have to say, man, it's nice to have a friend where it's like we don't talk for a while, but when we do, it's right where we left off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, for real. It's like no time has passed. That's how it is with all the boys, man. I love it.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, I really miss these dudes, dude.
Yeah. Well, hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully we all feel a little bit more connected now after watching this video.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
we'll
some
have to get one of the other guys on this.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Oh yeah, the last video on the random podcast had a bunch of guests. So we can
Yeah.
definitely do that again.
Yeah.
If it's one or two people, that works too. It really sticks with the idea of being random. So we're totally gonna.
Yeah.
Randomness. There we go. There's my dad.
Yeah.
You want to be in the video? And there's my answer. Okay. He just.
That was a no.
Sock.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What did he throw?
It's just one of my socks. I guess we lost the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know when we're gonna record
Uh-huh.
another video. It'll probably be a while.
We'll figure it out. No, I think we should definitely stick to like once a month at least.
Okay. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
I know we say that every time, but like, you know.
All right. Well, the next time we see you guys,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
hopefully you're doing well in whatever it is you're doing, and
Yeah.
happy Halloween.
Thanks for watching. Yeah. Like we'll put all the stuff in the description, like our channels, and then I'll put the beard Instagram so you guys can follow me
Oh, yeah,
on
for
that
sure,
one.
For sure.
Yeah, and you guys can see what all we're doing up here in Arizona. You guys will be able to get to see that stuff. Kind of keep in touch. But yeah,
All right, you guys. Thank you.
That's
for
all I
watching
got.
The random podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we'll have another episode in at least the next month.
Yeah. For sure.
But until then, I guess we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.